Kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long time. Haven't felt like this before. Kids can't remember when. It's been a long, long, long time.
I believe Meyer Lansky looked up into the skies after World War II and saw all our returning aircraft coming back from the war. And he said they're not going to stop building airplanes. But instead of carrying bombs, they're going to carry people. So instead of paying off in Florida and in Covington, Kentucky, and all the other places we have to pay off to have illegal gambling, Las Vegas will only be hours away by aircraft. And he sent Bugsy Siegel out to develop their interests in what became Las Vegas and the Strip.
Meyer said in New York, you and Ben and your wife take a honeymoon trip and go out to the coast. I want to know what this is in Las Vegas. We got in the car, and there was no paved roads. There was just two grooves where the tires went through to Las Vegas. If a car was coming the other way, one had to get off the road. And then when we rode down in there, I thought to myself, why would they come to a place like this? On the main street, there was a club, and there was only 3 tables in it. A roulette table, a big wheel, and a poker something. Meyer said, 300 miles to go from L.A. to this place. Is there anything that we can do out there? And that's when Ben got down there and he said, geez, we'd have to have something out here. There's nothing here. You'd have to put up something to make people come here.
What made it a failure was because Benny knew nothing. He was not a businessman. He knew nothing about construction. They would bring in a ton of concrete today, and when the sun went down, they stole it back and delivered it back again the next day. And he didn't. I mean, he kept paying the bills. He imported palm trees from Hollywood. We understand that those same trees made one trip that were billed for 14 trips from Los Angeles to the Flamingo. When the hotel was open, the kitchen doors were swinging the wrong way. I mean, he had no concept of business, and that was his downfall. When everybody says he stole all this money, I don't think he did. I don't think Virginia Hill did either. I think they said, Benny, get out. Now you got an insane man, and here's his baby he gave birth to. Oh, I'll fix it up. I'll fix it up. Well, they fixed him up before he fixed it up.
June 20, 1947. Ben Siegel is shot to death in Beverly Hills. The bullets crushed the bridge of his nose and shatter a vertebra on his neck. The remains of his left eye are found on the other side of the room.
Ben, he used to say, whenever you walk into any room, you hold your head high and walk in, hesitate a little, and look all around the room like you own the place. Because if you walk in like that, they'll figure you're somebody important and you've got it made. I always was proud to be with him. Really proud. I was even proud that everybody was afraid of him. I thought he had so much gut.
This is clearly a mob hit. There's no way it could have happened without the reluctant agreement of Siegel's oldest friend, Meyer Lansky. For Meyer, loyalty to the mob comes first. Friendship and even love comes second.
I met Lansky in Israel in 1972, and I said to him, the rap they always put on you, Meyer, is that you gave the nod to the hit on Ben Siegel. Lansky gave me a look. I never saw eyes as hard as that. All of a sudden, he banged his hand on the table, and he said, know that they say that. He said, it's a total lie. What kind of man do they think I am? This was my best friend, you know. I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, you did it, you best. And I'm looking at the way he said, where are you? How long are you staying in Israel? So I said, well, only a few days. He said, can you be here another extra few days? Because Benny's grandchildren are coming here as my guests. You think I would do a thing like that? So then I thought, for sure he did it.
On the night of Bugsy's death, two men walk into the Flamingo Hotel. They will become famous as the men who saved the Flamingo, transforming Bugsy's folly into the mob's new golden goose. One's a guy named Gus Greenbaum, the other, Mo Sedway.
Gus Greenbaum and Mo Sedway walked into the Flamingo Hotel Casino and said, we are now operating this hotel. And that's all they had to say. There was no, it wasn't like takeover from General Motors. You didn't have to sign a contract. You believed them when they said that. At that time, I should have gotten away because I had a lot of contacts. I was doing television. I was well known. I was fine. But I have to be honest. They got me with the atmosphere.
Vegas then was glamorous. There was nothing like Las Vegas. I mean, the limousines, the hotels.
There were women, there was drinking, there was gambling.
They would send big shrimps up to the room, like baskets. I mean, the food was unbelievable.
I mean, I was around movie stars every night. I took Jack Benny to the fights. I took him to other casinos.
You have to know that my father had a piece of that because at the Flamingo, because he would run his junkets there. So, I mean, my father was a big shot over there. He wasn't just anybody that would gamble. So I could have anything. And he was like the king. I mean, they sent limousines all day long for us.
I got caught up, and I'd be very honest. I became as much of a pervert as anybody else up here. I enjoyed it.
They would come with these big buckets of cloth because it was hot out, you know. So we're laying around the pool, and my sister, she had a tattoo on her leg. And my father said, "What's that thing on your leg?" She says, "Oh, Daddy, it's a cockamamie." And he says, "What kind of cockamamie? It's 3 days in the sun, and you got this thing on your leg, and it's not going away." And she says, "It's a good one. I spent $25, and it's like indelible ink, and it won't fall off, you know." And he says, this is a real tattoo." He says, "You shorty." That's what he called me. He says, "Go inside and get a bottle of polish remover, right? And in the Jewish religion, you don't get a tattoo. I don't give a rat's tattoo. You just don't do that, you know." So we got the bottle of polish remover, and he pours it on my sister, and he's rubbing the leg, and he sees that the leg, it's turning purple. That tattoo is not coming off, and he freaked. I thought he was going to rip her limb off. You know, he got crazy. "What are you trying to do to me? You're going to be a disgrace to the family." I mean, I looked at him. I said, "My sister and I are going to be a disgrace to your family." And my grandfather's Gura, and he's telling me that tattoo was a disgrace to the family. It was crazy. Stop, I can't talk anymore.